Hey book nerds, welcome to my channel. So today I am doing a kind of bonus correction video. I think hopefully most of you have seen my Snakes and Ladders TBR video for January. What you might not have noticed, and a cat noticed, so thank you very much Cat for pointing it out, is I done messed up pretty bad. I've realised that with my new layout, basically I did the board wrong, so the ladders and the snakes are almost meaningless. Which I'm actually going to fix. So going forward, I'm going to roll 6 times in my Snakes and Ladders TBR, but then if I go down a snake or I go up a ladder, that adds like an extra prompt, and then it's like a deterrent thing. It's not perfect, but it'll hopefully prevent what I did, which is I forgot I was on a ladder and I missed it out. So I thought about what I could do, and I was going to correct it next month in February, but I found out on the 2nd of January and I'd already read 2 books by that point, so I thought I might as well just correct it now, and hopefully I can read the extra prompts before the end of the month. So basically I'm going to reset the board to where I was when I messed up. I'm going to go up that ladder and then I'm going to do the the extra rolls that I would have done anyway, but I did them in the wrong place, and then just add it on. So January Snakes and Ladders TBR, I'm still planning on reading all those books, but I will also be reading these ones. But yeah, I'll repeat the thing about how the ladders work in my February one because I don't know how many people are actually going to watch this as a bonus video, but yeah, anyway, the point is I'm doing more rolls now. So correction 1, I should have gone up this ladder to a green 18 space, which is random, and this prompt is A to Z author. So we are here, we have this random letter generator, clickety click, I, that is the letter. So the first fixed prompt is author A to Z. So as you saw, I randomly generated a letter, and that letter has to start either the author's first name or their surname. Now I got I, which is actually a really rare letter. Like I only have about 5 on my TBR of like both first names and or surnames, which is crazy. But I picked The Housemates by Iain Wright. So this is a Kindle Unlimited book. It's a horror book, I believe. It might be a thriller, but it seems to be more like a horror. And this is about, essentially, this guy signs up to be in a Big Brother type house because he has a chance to win all this money. That there's like a mysterious voice that is communicating to them, known only as the landlord, and presumably creepy things will start happening beyond that. Maybe a couple of people know each other, I don't really know. It's one of my Kindle Unlimited books. I'm trying to get through those to make sure that I can end my subscription before my little deal runs out. And yeah, hopefully it should be quite good. I think it's quite short and it definitely caught my attention, so that would be cool. I then roll a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I end up on the yellow 23 square, which is goals, which is top 5 horror book. So the next prompt is a goals one, and that is top 5 horror book. So what this means is at the start of the year I wrote down 5 books of each genre that had to be published before 2018, and they were just backlog books on my TBR that I wanted to clear. So this means I have to pick one of the horror ones. The video hasn't gone up yet, I don't think, where I talk about the horror ones, but I picked My Best Friend's Exorcism by Grady Hendrix. So, I mean, apart from the fact that this has an absolutely fantastic cover, I've heard nothing but good things about this. I've read, actually I've only read Paperbacks from Hell by Grady Hendrix, which is a non-fiction, but he's written a couple of horror ones and they all sound quite cool. This obviously has quite a strong 80s feel. I think it's about a girl who literally, like, her best friend becomes possessed and starts acting weird. I don't know much about it beyond that, but it's gotten really good reviews and I'm pretty sure I'm definitely going to love it, so that should be good. And the final correction throw, 1, 24, which is a snake. So I'm actually going to have 2 more prompts, but the first one is pink, which is genre, and that is best rated contemporary. And then I go down the snake to number 13, which is another pink one, another genre one,
Worst rated anthology. Oof. Okay. Back on my shelves to read contemporary. Go with average rating. And descending correct, so a long way down. That is a library book, so I don't have that currently. If I fall, I believe I've got this one. Let me check. Yes, I have that one.
The next prompt was best rated contemporary, which is great because I got worst rated contemporary in my first set of rolls, so this will balance it out. And the one that I had is If I Fall by Amber Thielman. So this sounds really intense actually, like quite intense for January, I'm going to be honest with you. It's about a girl whose best friend commits suicide. And I believe that our main character, she used to take drugs and that kind of thing. And she doesn't believe that her friend was the type of person who would commit suicide, so she finds his diary and starts reading through it to kind of uncover what was going on in his brain. But that reminds her of all her own issues with drugs and all that kind of thing. Yeah, it sounds like it's going to be a really intense read. I don't know how many people have actually read this book. I've not really heard much about it. I can't remember how I first heard about it. But it definitely sounds interesting. Obviously, massive trigger warnings are going to be in it. But yeah, I think I'll really enjoy it.
To read anthology. Sorry, hands shaking a bit. Average rating, descending. It was the worst rated anthology. So we want ascending. And the winner is... If I own this one, I think I might. Yes, I do. Okay, winner is The Cutting Room by Datlow.
And the final roll, I'm not even going to pretend I'm excited for, and that is The Cutting Room Floor by edited by Datlow. So as you saw, this was my worst rated anthology. And this doesn't bode well for me because I've already read quite a few Datlow anthologies now. She's edited absolutely hundreds, and they tend to be sort of horror, mostly weird, fantasy, abstract, kind of creepy stuff. This one is about movies, I believe. It says Dark Reflections of the Silver Screen. So I assume this is something to do, like, they're all themed around theatres or cinemas or like the movie type things. I've never rated her anthologies more than a 3.5, and the fact that this is the worst rated anthology on my TBR doesn't bode well. But I did add it for a reason. I bought it for a reason, so hopefully it'll surprise me and actually be better than I think it's going to be. Yeah, so those are my corrections to my Snakes and Ladders TBR. Don't feel bad about this, by the way, Kat. Like, you did the right thing in pointing this out to me. I would have not noticed and it would have bothered me, so like, yeah. I'm always happy to do more prompts, and it's always fun to have an excuse to play more Snakes and Ladders, so yeah. Starting from February, hopefully there will be no more mistakes, but if there is, please do point them out. I'll do further corrections like this. Thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, it helps me out massively, and I hope to see you next time.